Welcome to the Wave Crypto Club. We talk about all things crypto. We've been looking at a few games, right? Because gaming is one of the biggest sectors in crypto. And one particular game caught my attention. It's called My Neighbor Alice. Right? If some of you have played, Farmville in the early days, but I used to play that more than 15 years ago. Or if you have played games like the Animal Crossing, then you'll be very familiar with this. It's a very happy game where you have land, you get to decorate it with your farms and animals, and you can meet new friends, you can do some simple quests. It's a very happy game that requires very less skill and appeals to a large segment of the population. And my neighbor Alice is trying to sort of be that kind of a game which from the blockchain space, which is going to appeal to a large number of people. And along with the fact that it can be a play to earn game, that makes it pretty exciting. So it's not fully released yet, but they have been having land sales. So my neighbor Alice is set on a series of islands that Alice owns. That's the storyline. So Alice owns all these islands, and she's like sort of invited you to come purchase lands over there and be friends with her. And each of these islands are different. Some of them are they have like a nice kind of a terrain. Some of them have a sandy terrain. Some of them have a beachy terrain. So each of them are very different. Some of them are tropical in nature and so on. So you can become a landowner. My strategy would be that I maybe buy some land, because this is in early days in the game, and then sell it as the game sort of really takes off. I think that will give some early gains, right? Significant early gains. Going by investors and partners, Chromeway is the Chromium blockchain on which they are really based this game. That's a blockchain just like Wax, which is into helping the gaming block apps really take off. And they have some pretty interesting investors like the Sandbox, right, or Maker. That's quite interesting that two of the biggest cryptos in the one in the metaverse space and the other in the D5 stablecoin kind of a space has also invested in this. In, Now, the in-game token is the Alice token, right? This is the native currency of the game. The players can play, invest, stake, vote on decisions, all that using this particular token, right? So what can you really do? You can purchase in-house, in-game items. This could be land, cosmetics for the avatar. It could be like barns and whatnot. Right? So many things. This is a play-to-earn game. Right, so it is, the barrier to entry is quite low in terms of the amount that you have to put up. So that, and then you can earn a lot. That makes it pretty interesting. We have seen this work very well with games like Axie Infinity, for instance. Then you get staking rewards, and of course, the token is used for governance. The white paper is pretty interesting. Right? It's quite detailed, both in terms of how they will implement this as well as in terms of how they have analyzed other games. Right? So they have a very detailed persona on who they're targeting. Right? Roughly people between 18 to 39 years old. They're looking at more females in this game, 60% females versus 40% males, and the gamer types are largely casual and core and not really hardcore gamers. Right, so broadly this game is going to appeal to a wide variety of people, and that's what makes it very interesting from an investor point of view. They have taken inspiration from a number of popular Web2 games like Animal Crossing, Minecraft, etc. They have incorporated a lot of these interesting features into this. Going by how popular Animal Crossing was, I think My Alice token, if they do well, can be as popular as that. Now, one thing that I felt could be a friction point was the fact that you need to install a launcher and then have some BNB to really start playing with it. There is like a series of steps that you really need to follow, like 11 steps you need to follow to start really playing this game. That makes it a little bit annoying and a little bit difficult for beginners, and that's where I felt was a little bit of a drawback for more friction points where user conversions will not happen. They have a blog on Medium, frequently updated with the things that they are doing. If you want to read about news on and updates about what's happening with my neighbor Alice, then please go and check this out. In terms of the on-chain parameters, about 12% of holders today are in profit. 97% of the tokens are held by large holders. That's because this is very early stages. So this is pretty expected. I think this will go down as we go along. Price correlation Bitcoin is about 0.82, which is lower considering that most tokens are at about 0.9, 0.95 and so on. So this is great for a token that's this early. It's making identity for itself, and more than 22% of people are holding it for more than 1 year, which is again a good indicator. Rating wise, however, somebody rated it 20, and that was pretty like surprising. Now it looked like, if you dwell deeper, it looked like it was rated low because the platform is not audited, and there is no ongoing bug bounty program. Although there have been no hacks, this is important considering that even something like an Axie Infinity was hacked recently, a 650 million Ronin hack that happened quite recently. So maybe we have to be a little careful. I did not see even in their roadmap, right? If you look at their roadmap, I don't think I saw even in their roadmap what if they are going to introduce a bug bounty program. So that is something that I think was very important. You can go through the roadmap. They have a very elaborate roadmap till at least the end of this year, and after that they are not yet decided. So this is a red flag certainly. Today my Alice token is trading at about $3, right? Fully diluted market cap about 279 million. Current market cap about 48 million, about 93% down from its all-time high. If you go by Nintendo's Animal Crossing, which is very comparable game that made about $282 million in revenue. I think in the last 2 or 3 years, about 31 million copies were sold. If you go by that, then maybe this token can have a fully diluted market cap rise up to about, let's say, I would say about $2.5 billion, which means that there is still about 10x potential going by fully diluted valuation, and going by the current market cap about a 50x potential. That's what I really think about this token. Hope this was interesting. Please do your own research before investing into a token like this, small token. Please be very careful, very risky at this point of time. And also, if you want to be an early player, then do go ahead and try to be an early player, because this is a fun game and anybody can really get started on this. Welcome to the Wave Crypto Club. Hope you liked the video. Please like and subscribe to the channel and tell your friends about it.